Hi, welcome to the Crack of Dawn. This is so funny. So we're here with Coachie, of course. He's right here to the right of me. And then we got Kurt. How do you say your last name?
Are you just looking at the back of my head the whole time?
No, we got cameras.
No, the cameras are everywhere.
See, now you're there. Yeah. So
I wore a hat.
We got Kurt, who delivered some pizzas here, and I knew he said he liked the Bruins, so I just sketched out actually Bria Small from West Simsbury sketched your picture for you, and she's 11. Thanks, Bria. So she's really good at art.
That's impressive.
I know, right? So Kurt didn't have to draw his. Then I went to trace mine. I'll show you the tracer at the end of the program. And then I was going to trace Coachie's, because let's face it, it's easier to trace them. But Bria did hers freehand, and it's a lot harder. The tracing machine, if you ever can't draw and you're like, oh, I'm so bad at art, just get the tracing machine. Is it cheating? Yeah, but it's been around since like the 1400s.
Yeah, didn't some of the real artists used to trace stuff, right?
John Vermeer. Maybe it wasn't that. It might have been Van Eyck. But what it is it's a mirror, and then it's a light, just like those projectors your teacher would use. Remember those stupid things they wheeled around?
Yep.
And it had like a big arch.
Yep.
It's like ancient now, you know? It's like a phone that you dial. It's crazy.
It's like having a landline now. That's why you have cell phones.
So anyway, I use that, and that way there's no mistakes. But mine isn't perfect, but that's why logos are done on computers. Yeah,
exactly.
Yes.
And nobody's perfect.
And nobody's perfect.
Exactly.
So you use the camera. I'm not going to eat on the verb, but we got pizzas here.
Except for my pizza, that's
the
perfect.
pizza. So
that's okay.
Kurt said he created his own recipe. So for those of you who are watching that get Naples pizza, Kurt is the one with the Naples pizza attire, and Coachie, of course, is painting Avalanche because he's a huge hockey fan. And I'm just painting the worst team in the league, right? I got the worst team in the league.
Yes, you got the worst team this year.
Yeah.
They used to be good.
I'm the loser. And we've got a ton of time. So what we're doing is we're just doing a logo. Thanks, Bria. Again, that was so nice of you. And she delivered it, and we told her to come on, and she's like, no. But maybe another time. I get it. It doesn't bother me, in front of a camera. But in front of, like, crowds, like if I was ever like a U2, Bono, like if I was standing in front of that many people, I think I would faint. Would you, or you go fine?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm used to it. That's why I work on this high school field.
Yeah.
That's why I'm used to it. I'm not afraid of it.
So Coachie coaches, like, what do you coach at Bristol Central?
Football,
Everything.
Basketball, lacrosse, and outdoor track and field.
Yep, and sometimes you do pretty much the clocks on everything, right?
Yeah.
Basketball?
Basketball, yes. Sometimes I'll expand my role if they need it to, then I will.
And then he had a selfie or a picture with Donovan Klingman.
Klingen, yes, I still have it.
Did you know about him? He's
No,
going
who's
to.
that?
He's like a 6. How tall?
7'2".
From Bristol.
Oh,
right?
yes, that kid. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
Where's he going? Kentucky?
No, UConn. He's staying close to home.
Oh, he's going to
He's
UConn?
probably a big UConn fan, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, I
Since he was a
couldn't
kid.
convince him to go into size 18 skates though.
Oh, really? You tried to get him
I
to
tried.
skate?
His father was like, "No, Coachie, it's not going to happen." But
Did they ever have hockey players that are that tall?
yeah,
They do?
Zdeno Chara still hasn't retired yet. So he's still
Zdeno,
one.
that's his name?
Zdeno Chara.
Where is he from? Ukraine?
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. I'm close.
He
right?
signed with the New York Islanders during the season.
Are they good, the Islanders?
No,
The Islanders.
they had tough luck this year because they got hit with COVID.
Is it like the Red Sox? They need a pitcher or they need a goalie?
No, they don't need a goaltender. They do need scoring.
Scoring.
They're very young. So
will they trade or are they done?
No, they're not going to really make a trade at this point. They really don't have anybody to
God,
get rid of.
this is so fun. I love it. Remember, this stuff dries in 5 minutes, so even if yours is awful at home, what you do is you just let it dry. Or sometimes you look at it and you're like, you know what? I love it the way it is. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So, yeah, it's like the Steal Your Face at the Grateful Dead concert that I had to look at the whole time.
No, that's okay.
Oh my God.
Jerry Garcia's looking at you, so it's all
I'm
good.
telling you.
Fish last night in Hartford.
Fish last night. My friends all went to that. I didn't go. I was invited, but I went to the Fish House when I was young. I went in Burlington.
Oh, well, yeah.
They
I
were
heard
in love
about
with one of my friends.
Oh, was
I think
that
it
concert
Really?
at the Xfinity by chance?
Yes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't go.
I know. Oh, good.
I'm not a
'cause
I'm not a fish head.
Yeah, I'm not
I know
either, but
people
my
who
friends
works at
love
the
it.
concerts, and my worry was last night, how bad is it going to be humid?
I would like to go to Hall & Oates. I think I love their music. I know
Yeah,
it
you better
sounds so
check
old,
if they're coming to Connecticut.
they're
sometime.
coming.
Have you been to Daryl's house?
No, but I love it. I want to go. And a friend of mine, he's a friend of mine on Facebook. I've never met him. He's a black guy with dreads, and he's a drummer. And his dad is a white guy. And
He's a
famous.
drummer for who? Hell and Oates?
Sometimes he fills in at Daryl's place. Isn't that crazy? Chuck Peterson? Oh, Chuck, don't get
Okay.
mad at me. But anyway, he's on Facebook. So black guy dreads, and then his dad, I forgot his dad's name, but the dad's white and bald.
Mister?
Yeah, the Mister. Yeah. So you wouldn't know it really. You know, it's kind of crazy. So yeah. So I love it. Who do you think is who's gonna be the highest hockey player that paid?
Oh,
You know?
boy.
I'm wondering, like, who gets paid the most? Patrice Bergeron?
No, he's going to get a 1-year deal, though. That's still
Why?
going to
He's
happen.
getting old?
That's part of it.
No.
That's part
Do you
of
like
it.
him,
He's
Kurt?
injured.
Bergeron?
It's getting up there.
I don't know him.
No?
No,
He's
I don't
getting
pay
up
that
there,
much
but the
attention
Bruins
anymore.
are going to probably bring
I
back
don't
David
watch.
Krejci, though.
Krejci.
They're going to
You know
bring him
who
back.
he's in?
He did not play for Bruce Cassidy, but he's going to play for this head coach that I'm a little bit nervous about, Jim Montgomery, because you may not know this, but Kurt,
What's his name? Jim
Montgomery.
Never heard of him.
Okay, when he was head coach for the Dallas Stars, unfortunately he got into some trouble, and it wasn't because of the team. It was
holding it the right
he
way.
basically
What did he do?
he did some bad conduct around the team.
He did?
And they fired him in his second
They
season.
did? So you can't mess
The
around.
Bruins need to bring back Jerry Cheevers.
Is he good?
Oh, one of the best goaltenders.
Oh, he is? What,
He
better
was.
than Tuukka Rask?
Yeah, but yes,
Really?
definitely.
You're
Yeah, he
kidding.
was good. That was my team, the 82, 83.
Really? Who was on the
Bruins,
team? Who
Ray
else?
Bourque, Cam
Ray
Neely.
Bourque.
What about Leach?
Wayne Cashman.
Leach? No, he was always no.
Busick?
Leach played 1 year with the Bruins. He did
Terry-
play 1 year.
It?
Terry
Who
O'Reilly.
did Leach play for?
The Rangers.
Rangers.
He
He
went
did?
to 1 year with the
How
Bruins.
did I know that?
1 year with the
I didn't
Bruins, and he
know.
retired. That's what he did. He
That's
signed a 1 year
it?
deal. Yep.
I did not know that. Mine's very gloppy. I love it like gloppy.
Gloppy's good.
Gloppy covers up mistakes too.
Yup.
But just wait till, you got tons of time. These things dry so fast. I paint the sides. I will find some kind of a fan that likes this. Actually, Coachie, you must have Montreal Canadian friends, right? Nobody? Yeah, so then you
yes.
give them this.
I will.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, well, the Bruins are going to have a tough start to their season next year when they have no Brad Marchand, hip surgery.
What happened to him? Really? Oh, God.
He got hurt during the playoffs. Charlie McAvoy got hurt too,
Who's
so
that?
he's out. He's their best defenseman.
Really? What does that mean?
The
He guards
Irish
the
guy,
gold? He
Charlie
guards the gold?
McAvoy.
Yeah,
He guards the gold, or he guards the goal?
he
what he
tries
does?
to make sure he blocks the shots every time possible.
And who's your new goalie Who's your new goalie now?
The new goalie now
the
is Jeremy.
Bruins.
There's two of them. Jeremy Swayman, born in Alaska.
Really?
And you have
God.
Lance Ullmark. Which
Lance.
I think what's going
I
to
love
happen
his
is
name.
Swayman's going to take.
Lance.
I think Swayman's going to take over as the number one goaltender. I think.
Swayman. Who does he play for?
The Bruins.
Really? God.
He
Where does he
looked
come
good.
from again?
He was born in Alaska.
Alaska. You said that. Okay.
He was on the bench for the
Like
first two
Obama.
games. When Carolina
Alaska.
won the first two games in the playoffs, they
was he
tried
really?
Swayman, and look what Swayman did. He had a great
Swayman, I can't
5
believe
games
it.
he played, but it was tough luck loss for him.
I'm doing my white globbing. Still nobody's going to be like, oh, that's a really crappy Boston Red Sox logo, Dawn. Yeah, I mean it's good enough. It looks like the hockey
It's
team.
a really crappy Boston Red Sox logo for sure. It definitely is.
But they're hard to draw freehand because it's all about
But I will say though, the Boston-Montreal rivalry has not been that much.
It was.
It was for a
Huge.
while.
Guy
yes.
Lafleur.
Guy Lafleur.
What's that? Who's he?
Ken Dryden.
Ken Dryden.
What's that? What is
Patrick
that?
Roy.
Sounds like a
Ken Dryden went to Cornell. My dad went to Cornell. Ken Dryden. Yeah.
He played for 2 teams.
My dad played hockey at Cornell.
Yeah, he played 2 teams, right?
He
played
did?
for
My
Toronto
father did. He was a
also.
goalie.
His dad played hockey at Cornell.
He did.
Rich Mock, are you listening? Rich played lacrosse at Cornell,
How-
and now his kids go to Avon.
How old is
I
Rich?
didn't know that. Rich is
Most
like
people
my
don't.
age,
Most people
51.
don't know.
No, he's younger than me. He's like Tony.
Hockey
47.
wasn't Cornell hockey wasn't what it is today back in 1962 and 61 and 62.
Did your dad love it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. he
His
was-
dad was a really smart man, so
Yeah.
I'm going to go with he died about 2 years ago, right?
About that, yeah.
And I read his obit, and it reminded me of Dad. I'm not like thinking about your obituary or anything. But, it reminded me a lot of my dad because he's just just a great guy. And there were so many things that he did. Plus
Right.
musician, but his degree
Yeah.
wasn't in music, right?
No, my dad was in engineering,
Yes, engineer. Which kind?
electrical,
Really?
so he could fix anything
Oh yeah, right. And build anything.
and build anything.
Back then it was easy to go to college.
so
now, of
cool.
course,
No.
here comes the tuition.
No, I think he told me his tuition at Cornell was $1,500 a semester
it's right.
when he went to Cornell in 1960, whatever.
Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
1,500.
But I'll tell you, my kid,
15,000.
my kid is going to go to Central, and he got. I went to pay for it. It was going to be $6,200, and I'm like, okay, I have that in the bank. I'm just going to get it over with because I might get fired, and I just did.
You got fired?
Yeah, we can talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Anyway, hopefully it doesn't air before people hear. But anyway, it's fine. I'm going to go to public schools. Yeah, but I loved my job. So what was I saying?
Where
before
were
that?
you?
Just
Where were
tripped me
you?
up.
Where were you teaching?
Holy Cross, and great. I know, right? A great place to work. So I loved that. That's what I taught high school.
But they fired you?
Kind of, sort of. I had to kind of resign, but it's fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, somewhere else. Well, he might have to edit that.
We need to hear
cut it
why.
out. I know, right? Maybe afterwards. He might have to edit that, so I
Okay.
won't say anything. Bri, you can edit that. Anyhow, yeah. So we probably have like 10 more minutes. It's coming together
You better
really
go higher
nice.
than 10.
15. That's a ton of time. You might want to go over the globs. There's lots of stuff that dries, and that's your opportunity to move around to something that is dry. And when you do globs like the edges, it kind of works out. So yeah. So I'm doing these logo paintings. I love it. I
Don't
can't
worry,
believe
you got about 25 more to go.
right? I know we've done how many? Like 10.
Well,
7, 8.
Plus they expand so much that you're gonna. By the time you get through, you're gonna have more teams.
No, they're stopping
Really?
at 32 for a while. They already announced that hockey doesn't want to expand anymore right now. Hopefully
I can't
we won't.
believe your dad played at
Hopefully we
Cornell.
won't relocate. A team won't relocate.
What about if they relocate to Hartford?
I'd go in a heartbeat.
Would you switch teams? Would you be the Hartford team fan then?
Yep.
It's like the Tom Brady
In a
thing.
hurry. Yep.
Nobody wants to leave the Tom Brady thing.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't get that. You gotta be a fan of the team. You gotta
That's
stay
what
with
my
the
friend
team.
said, and Tony likes to watch Tom
Yeah.
Brady.
No. If you're gonna be at just Tampa, you
gotta
gotta
be
root
with
for
the-
the whole team.
you gotta root
can't
for
just
the
root
whole
for one
ball.
player. That's
Well, when you and I grew up, people.
How does this-
I was a baseball fan. There was
I love it.
no free agency back then, so people, the players were getting ripped off. But
They were?
But your players would be staying with
Not
the team for a
anymore.
very long time.
Not anymore,
Yeah,
really?
Not anymore. no.
Not
Really?
anymore.
It's totally different.
Oh no, are you kidding me? We just had a baseball player recently rejected a 14-year, $440 million contract.
Why?
I don't know.
I think he's getting sick of losing. I think too.
You think?
That's part
Who's
of it.
that?
Juan Soto of the
Juan
Washington
Soto, yeah.
Nationals, and there's already 3 teams that are looking at him to trade
Juan
already.
Soto, who would have thought?
From Puerto
From
Rico.
Mexico. He's from Puerto Rico playing hockey, or are we talking baseball,
Baseball.
We're talking baseball.
now? Do we have any Puerto Rican hockey players? There's
No,
gotta be. What?
no, we have
Well,
none.
oh,
We have
hockey.
none.
Oh,
No
hockey.
Puerto
Baseball,
Rican.
yes. No.
How about, yeah. What about like Sweden? And everybody thinks that's
Hockey, yes, we have
Sweden?
a few of those.
We do?
Yeah, we have quite a few of them. Henrik Lundqvist was just retired from the New York Rangers after he had a bad heart. He was very successful in his
Looking
career.
good.
He tried to play for the Washington Capitals, but he just couldn't do it.
Why? Not good enough?
No, bad
It
heart.
looks good.
Bad heart.
I can't believe mine. Next on my money is I have to spend money on my teeth. And I'll tell them what
On your-
happened
on
later.
your teeth?
Yeah, I
What
got to do
happened?
the teeth next.
What happened to him? They look
It
fine.
was opening things for people, and I just thought it was hilarious. And,
So we were biting, trying to open things. with
opening
teeth.
bottles and things
Sober?
for people. Yes, completely, because it was one of my tricks, and I've never had a cavity. So I was like, here you go, and I don't even drink that sphere or anything. But I was like, oh, here I got it, and it was so dumb, and I was young and everything. But now, Aaron, you're going to
Yep.
crack a tooth, you're going to crack a
Now you
tooth. Oh
crack
my
a
God,
tooth.
so
Yep,
I did.
bingo.
So I got to fix that. I got to get, what would you do? The biggest thing, home improvement. He has a hot tub, and I want one. Do you have one, a hot tub?
I do not have a hot
don't?
tub.
I have an
get one?
inflatable hot tub.
Would I?
Yeah.
I would get a hot tub.
Yeah, I hear sometimes people are like, oh, they
$440 on Amazon.
You have the blow-up one.
I have the blow-up one. This year it didn't
What
rip.
if the dog comes in? He like
Dog doesn't care.
dog can't come in with the claws though.
Dog won't,
Dog won't go in hot tub.
won't go in hot tub.
Will
no.
bear go in hot tub?
Possibly.
What's your bear's name again? Ours is Wuzzles. What's yours?
Jake.
Jake. Do you ever have a bear in your yard? Did you name him?
No, we had
No?
a bear behind Naples though.
Oh, what did you name him? Nape?
No, probably wasn't
Vape?
supposed to be there.
Vape and Nape?
Probably wasn't
That's what
supposed
they do in the back. That's for sure.
Oh my God.
They
it's
probably
hilarious.
not a fun thing when you have to see a bear like that. Oh no! And
Bears and skunks back
Oh, my
there.
God.
skunks, we
Oh,
haven't
God.
had one this year.
I love it. How many employees do you have at Fork and Fire? Like just roughly.
Just Fork and Fire?
Yep.
Oh.
Do they ever go
20?
back and forth? Like they'll do a Naples shift
Yeah.
and then
yep.
it's so great.
Sometimes. Yep. Sometimes.
That's so cool. And what would you describe, first we'll talk about Fork and Fire, since that's I don't know, how old is that now? 10, 12?
2015. 2016, actually.
Okay,
It was January of
6.
2016.
7 years?
6.
So that's
6
a long
years.
time. He snatched that right up. It was one of those sweet frog, good
Correct.
ball. I couldn't stand those places.
Correct.
Put on every sprinkle. It looked like a hot tub party with ice cream. Like, it was disgusting, those
Gross.
bubble things. I don't like those. Do you like those? You can make one at home. Plus, all my friends that run, they literally put like peanut butter and stuff into the blender. They can make their own. Right?
Yes.
Protein things?
Yes.
I don't eat those. I would do the.
Here's the next warning.
I like to do the Wendy's drive-thru or the McDonald's.
I
We have
heard.
10 minutes. It's a ton of time. I
a
know
lot
the
of time.
drive-thru things a bust, but that's okay.
So where did you get educated in art?
I went to Boston University.
BU.
I didn't go to a lot of hockey games. I should have, but we were the managers of the crew team for a hot second. We were freezing, and we had to be on the water filming the crew team, the men's. You know, they were like, "We want to do the men's or the women," and we were like, "Men's."
So you were at BU for art. Your major was art or
My major
education?
was art education, yeah, with a
yeah.
minor in painting. And we just drew naked people all day long. You paint them, you sculpt them, and
you
they
sleep
look
with them.
between their legs. Like if you get your horse, it's called a horse that you sit on, and you go on your horse and set up your stuff, and then in comes the model. So if the model's like facing you in a funny way, you just have to stay where you are. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, it's like a strip joint.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Back in the
except
day, it had to be
nothing
great.
gets
Not
thrown
anymore
off.
now.
Yeah. And then the funny thing is, I love BU, so hi BU. But there was a big chair, like you know, like your grandfather, or you have your favorite like wing chair that you like. My dad's is falling apart. He loves it. If you threw it out, he'd get mad.
Of course.
So there's the chair there, right? And every time the naked model comes on, that happens to me all the time. It's got to like be perfectly up. That works. So every time the model comes on and changes clothes and then just sits in it with no clothes on, they're all sitting on the same chair.
Yeah,
you know
I was
what
going
I'm
to say
saying?
sanitation, right? Huh?
Yeah, but they didn't care.
Back in the day, of course.
It was sort of like 80s. I don't know. When was I
Was it
there?
80s?
90. I think I was there 90 to 95. It took me like 5 years.
Did you go to a lot of Red Sox games? It's right
I worked
there.
there. Yeah, I worked at Fenway Park selling hot dogs.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was outside
Walking,
of the
walking
park.
through the park, or
I
at
was outside at the one on the corner on Gene
Yawkey Way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was out the window, and then as soon as everybody went into the stadium, Jeff and Howie would give us tickets to go in because nobody's.
I don't know who Jeff and Howie
They
is.
were
though.
my bosses.
Oh.
Yeah, so first inning, as soon as first inning starts, we start cleaning up. Nobody's buying hot dogs outside of the park anymore because they're all in the park.
Right.
And then he gives us the tickets
That's
and we go in.
awesome.
And then we
Or
had
the
to
rest
come
of
out
the-
after seventh inning stretch because that's when they start like coming back out. And that was the end of it. So, you know, anybody that's going to BU, go
Have
work
you
at
been
Fenway.
up to the stadium since then? What they've done all around
Yeah,
Yawkey
yeah.
Way and all that?
Yep. So we have a friend that is a pediatric cancer survivor. We just lost one of my students to pediatric cancer. So God bless you, honey. On Sunday, I had to go to that. But this girl, we are really good friends with her. Hi, Abby. Abby came on the show to talk about it. She's like probably 10 years leukemia free.
Wow.
And so they're very good. The Red Sox are really good with charity, especially
Yeah.
Christy.
Yeah.
Who was the one guy? He's a
Jimmy
pitcher.
Fund.
Well, that was what we go, and they go on.
Yeah,
the
they're
thing.
going to do that telethon
But
next month.
there was a pitcher that Abby, he was really good to her. I can't remember his name, Abby, but he was a pitcher. Chris
Sale?
Sale?
No,
No.
another one. But he's really good to. It's just a normal name too, but he's really good to the cancer kids. Really good. So we get to go on the field. We get nice tickets, and then my dad has seasons tickets here.
Oh, he does still?
Yeah, since 19. Dad, how long? I was like 4 when I first went. So he's had the same tickets. They're right under where the top goes. Like, so,
Yep.
yeah. So that if it's
Third
raining,
base side, first base side?
we're first home plate first. Home plate
plate.
third.
Behind
the plate, right?
Behind the plate.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they're really good tickets, but we don't bother him a lot because my dad loves sports. So like I don't want to take his tickets, and you know what? You
can go to one game. He can
he's
find
good.
a way.
Hi, Dad. Yeah, he's
he'll
good.
He'll take you to
He
one
takes
game.
my kids, so that's good. He has 4 tickets, and
To every game, or is he shared?
every game. Oh, he shares them with 3 guys, maybe, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they just if nobody
Maybe
can
with
go-
other clients or something. Or
Yeah, he's a broker and sells houses, and so. You know, he can give those as gifts. You know, those are always something great that people want
Did
to
you
go
grow
to.
up in Farmington?
Northampton, Mass. I don't think it's lesbian capital of the world anymore because everybody
shit.
is different now. But yeah, when I was going there, it was. And just like P-Town was
Right.
known for like gay men.
Provincetown,
Right.
yep.
Well, now it's just everywhere, which is lovely. You know what I mean? People can just be
Hipster. It's pretty
themselves.
hipster there, I think.
Yeah, you just be whoever you want.
Yup.
I don't care. So I'm doing my Montreal thing. It's pretty good. Who's the best guy on the Montreal team? Is there anybody good or they all suck?
Caulfield. I forget. He
Caulfield?
just recently,
Holden Caulfield?
Really? How do you know this stuff?
because
No.
he was a rookie.
Holden
I don't know
Caulfield was
anything.
from, what's the book? Holden Caulfield. Catcher in the Rye? Isn't it
Oh,
Catcher in the
really?
Rye?
You're smart.
Yeah.
Did you go to Cornell too?
No, UConn.
You did? My kid wanted to go there, the Storrs campus.
Caulfield was a rookie for Montreal. He
Hey, Rich,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got an idea. Can we keep going over like maybe 10 minutes to edit all that stuff? No? Okay.
yeah, I was afraid of that.
He's got a dinner date tonight.
Cole Caulfield, who was a
I
rookie.
know, we don't care. We
He,
really don't. I
he
don't
wasn't
care.
supposed to play for
Kidding me.
Montreal right off the bat. They threw him in the lineup. He went all the way to the finals, and then he got off to a rocky start this past year. Once his
Wasn't
coach got
good?
let go, he went to the minors and come back up, and he scored about 20
Look
goals.
at how
at the end
good
of the season.
this looks. I can't believe this.
I
Oh, I love this. He likes, what was the name? Leroy Neiman. No.
yeah, Neiman.
Leroy Neiman.
I tried to Leroy Neiman-ize
He
it.
Leroy Neiman'd it. And if you don't know who he is, look him up. He does a lot of races and stuff, lots of
Horse
horse
racing.
races.
Oh, every sport he did, I think.
He really did?
Yeah.
So I wanted to be. There's another guy named Art something, and he's like really old. I don't know if I don't know if he's still around, but I want your job. Yeah.
What does he do? Paints
Yeah.
athletic
Well,
stuff?
paint's quick. So like, so say
So, yeah.
say like who won the damn derby? The worst horse,
Yeah.
of course. But say they find out
Oh, yeah,
the horse
person
won.
finished like 100 to 1
somebody
odds.
like me, I'll show you what you do. This is exactly how they do it. Because how can you paint a picture that fast? Some of them don't. Because I'm not going to knock anybody, but this projector was what I'm talking about, okay? And this is called a camera obscura. So what you do is you plug it in the wall, and you take this picture, and you shove it underneath.
Right.
And the further you back up, the smaller it gets.
Right.
No, bigger it gets. And the closer, the smaller. And then you got
Right.
this thing to
Right.
To
focus.
adjust it and
So
widen
if
it.
you can't draw, you get one of these, and it's not cheating because they've used it forever. So when I do like my Tom Brady, some of my horse races, so like if the horse wins the race, they need an artist to move fast because they want to get the T-shirts printed, they want to get the winner out there. So they probably use that. Nyman maybe too. But I don't know. There are people that whip them up. But I bet you $1 million because
Yeah.
that thing helps
Right.
me. If a horse is, it's just a hard painting to do in a fast amount of time. So I get paintings done a lot faster, so I make more money because if I'm going to be drawing everybody's stuff, I'm going to be putting more time into the piece of work, and they're not going to want to pay the price.
Yep.
So it's a great thing to have.
And that's why
especially-
you're going to have to practice your drawing before you get ready for school season. So
Exactly. And the other thing is, going to BU. Yeah, I had to paint and draw, like I said, nude people all day long, sculpt them, everything. Yeah.
I hope they give you free hockey tickets while you were doing
Now,
all
you know
that.
what? I went to hockey parties, and that was a blast. But no, we were with the crew team for a while, and then, of course, Boston. I liked Boston University, but it's big.
Yeah,
So-
I remember the one game they played
It's
UConn
large.
Hartford,
Yours is
and
good?
UConn beat Boston University that night. I remember.
Really?
Yup.
UConn? They have a good hockey team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They were one win away from going to the NCAA
Oh,
for the first
also.
time ever, and they lost in the championship
2 minutes.
final.
So
to-
here's
When I was at UConn, the rink was outside. By the way.
Really?
Yeah, they had no indoor rink. They just built it.
really. I
Now-
think that's kind of cool.
now-
though. What about in Canada? They play a lot of outdoor games, don't
The NHL's been playing
Got flag.
three outdoor games a year now. They
Really?
started to do that.
they? So I don't have anything to sign my painting with, but I have a present for Kurt. It's got my lipstick in it, so don't think anything bad. I just had to reapply. It's a Joker over here. Here we go. It looks a little better. So we're done, and we're all going to show our paintings, and Kurt's going to open his present, and I need part of his present because I forgot a pen.
Take it.
So he's gonna hand me one of his presents. These are for the office. So your
Office.
waitresses,
Waitresses.
yeah, they can use offensive pens. That's what they're called.
Offensive pens.
Pens.
Yeah, so that's
Heard.
from Heather's shop. Hi, Heather. I might go out with you after the show today. Only place open Piccolo.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Hair
well,
salons closed today too, except Sport Clips where I went. And thank you so much, Anna, for doing my hair. It looks gorgeous. You're going to be in the clips, and you know how waitresses always run out of pens, right?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to him. Thank you.
Perfect. So he's going to give his staff the offensive pens from Heather. And then, I can't. When does hockey season start again?
October 8th, there's a 2-game series between the San
Really?
Jose Sharks and the Nashville Predators. We'll be playing in Prague, Czech Republic at the Q1 Arena. And then October 11th, there are 2 hockey games. The Rangers open up against the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Wow, incredible.
What is your demographic for this show?
What's that mean?
Who's watching?
Oh, people on
12
TV.
towns, Channel 5. I'm on tonight after midnight. I'm on at 12:30.
So the age demographic is
I don't know. Rich, he'd know. So we're Channel 5, so that means
Channel
it's free,
5,
means
yeah.
it's free television, so
Right.
that gives you a little idea.
Yeah, it's
Right.
voluntary.
Yeah. But it's all on TV, and I'm on like 3 days a week. I don't know how many.
3 days a week. You're
Our
on
show, we
painting?
don't know. I think our
Yeah,
shows are
yes.
still going with our show, even though we're still waiting when we're going to
Yeah,
get to
and we're
film the
in
next
12
one.
towns. We're in Avon, we're in Simsbury, New Britain, Plainville, Canton, Farmington,
Bristol.
I'm missing
New
Southington, New Britain. Then there's 3 more I'm forgetting.
Avon, Canton,
Yeah, Simsbury.
Simsbury.
So you can tune in, watch me, and if you want to be a guest, just come
Probably
on.
Forestville.
We're good. Wrap it up. He's saying wrap it up. So
That's
we're
all
going to
she
wrap
wrote.
it up. We're going to have some little pizza here and wrap it up. And these things dry really great. So thanks for tuning in. Hey guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Sorry I called you bro.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, it's just coming on.
Riverview Apartments is Bristol's 2-time beautification award-winning residence community for adults age 55 and older. They offer 1 or 2 bedroom apartments with modern appliances, air conditioning, wall-to-wall carpet, and tiled floors. Both heat and hot water are included. Riverview also offers a wide range of activity rooms that include a billiard parlor and a spacious community room. It is handicap accessible with safe, secure parking for tenants and ample off-street parking for visitors. 860-940-6757 or riverviewbristol.com.